Guys, what's poppin'? Let me make sure I got y'all pulled up on the cameras so I can see. I could see. Hmm. Yeah, they got me. All right, y'all. Let's do this reading. This for the Earth Collective, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We are in Gemini season. I hope all is well with y'all. Happy birthday, Jimmy. I hope you enjoying your thing, your day, and doing your thing is what I wanted to say. All right. This is going to be a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Please subscribe to the channel. Please hit the notification bell. Make sure you hit that like button just for showing some love to the channel. We do appreciate you. Appreciate you so much. I did all the other elements. There were some very interesting readings. You may want to check them out, especially if you've been under spiritual attack. All right. We go into a little bit of what you can do to protect yourself and the types of spiritual attacks that have been going on. All right. But we're going to pull out 5 cards for the earth energy and see what we get here. Let's see. All right. There's 1, 2. I need 3 more cards for the earth collective. Okay. 3. 4, 5. All right. Let me make sure we got these right so you could see them, and then I'll tell you what they are. All right. So we got the 9 of Swords reversed, the 3 of Swords, the Hermit energy in reverse, the 4 of Cups, and the Lovers. All right. So Gemini, Virgo energy. Where Mercury at right now? It's straight. I don't know where Mercury is. Somewhere Mercurian. See, Mercury's in Gemini. It enters Cancer on June 8th. So it's about to go in Cancer in 3 days. So Mercury about to go in Cancer. And Jupiter's about to go in Cancer. All right. I think Mercury is at downfall in Cancer, if I'm not mistaken. But at any rate, so let me make sure this camera's right. I think this is right. All right, y'all. So with the 9 of Swords energy in reverse, so there could have been something that you may have an itinerary of things to do, a list of things to do. It don't always have to be something heavy with the 9 of Swords. It could just be, yo, I got this to do, I got that to do. We got to get this done. You know what I mean? You're just figuring out what you got to do to order operation to things. So I feel like you may have figured it out. Or you're trying to figure it out. But the thing is, there could be some people who may have an issue with it, or maybe there's some people who either they'll have an issue with it, or you may not be able to take their what they want into consideration. um or maybe they feel that the way you handle things is not fair. Maybe some people are saying this is not fair, and maybe it could be a situation where you're nervous because it could be people, because this is Saturn and Libra, and that deals with heavy court energy, whether it's spiritual court, all right, or 3D realm, because Saturn deals with rules and Libra deals with relations, right? So there's some people here who may have some issue with what you are saying. It could be up to 3 people, right? um but with the Hermit energy in reverse, this is something that maybe you've experienced before, or maybe you didn't make the right decision, maybe you didn't think things through, because Virgo energy with the Hermit is over analyzing things, or maybe you didn't think it through, maybe you under analyzed things, or maybe you just sitting here with the 9 of Swords in reverse and in the Hermit energy in reverse, maybe you just really didn't think things through at all. You're just like, fuck it, I'm gonna do what I want to do. But there's people saying, hey, that's not how you do things, or this is not how you follow, this is not, you got to take other people into consideration. Now, I don't know what side of the coin you're on with this earth energy, but we'll get into it and see what comes out. It could be, if there's always an antagonist protagonist scenario. With my readings, whoever I'm reading for, you could be the antagonist, or you could be the protagonist, or you could be a friend or family of, or if you're an ascendant, you're actually witnessing this. If you're the sun, it could be happening to you. If you're the sun, you could be doing this to someone. If you're the moon, it could be your response to things and how you're responding that because someone did this to you. All right. Um, so where your head is at is the four cup energy, or where this person's head is the four cup of energy here. So this is, someone emotionally uncomfortable with the situation. You know, maybe feeling that things are not right, they were not handled fairly, and it caused someone to be emotionally troubled. More than one person, perhaps. Okay, and then we have the lovers here, so it's about a choice here, a decision here. Somebody could be trying to make a choice between two people or three people. It could be three different people that they're trying to make a choice between, or somebody is evaluating their relationships. And it's like, yo, these last three relationships, we didn't get along. These people didn't respect my boundaries, or maybe I'm realizing that I needed to set boundaries and I did not. I don't want another headache. I'm meeting someone new. I don't know. I just ain't good in love and things like that. I just ain't had no luck, no good luck, things like that. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that you are a people pleaser because you keep encountering people who run over you. And this is why you feel like you don't have no luck in love. Because when you say you don't have no luck, that means you experienced some unfortunate situation. You experienced the unfortunate situation because perhaps you did not exercise boundaries, healthy boundaries in some way, shape, or form, or you were just trying to be something. You were going overboard. You were just doing too much, right, for somebody or somebody's approval or to get someone's attention, some shit like that. Now, if it ain't you, like I said, it could be someone else. All right. But let's take a look and get some clarity. Earth energy. Nine of Swords in reverse. I don't say swords. I say swords. Forgive me. Oh, I dropped the card. Okay, that's the homeless card. Okay, so somebody could be concerned about their living situation. Hold on, let me grab the card. Somebody could be concerned about their living situation, whether they're trying to figure out what they're gonna do, or maybe they have someone living with them. Maybe it's like, okay, these people are living with me. I don't want to put them out, but they're not following the rules. Hmm. Somebody may have to renew their lease. It might be time to renew your lease. Could be somebody trying to refinance their mortgage, or maybe you got tenants, okay, and you're considering doing that again. Maybe you went through a situation where it's like, yo, I don't want no more tenants. I don't want to deal with it, or I didn't realize that dealing with tenants was this intense. Okay, let me see. So we have, hesitation here with the Three of Swords. So somebody's hesitating because they're not sure how they should go about doing it. Somebody's trying to make sure that they do things fairly and impartially, because Libra is not about feelings. It's air. Neither is Saturn, because Saturn in Libra is the Three of Swords. Neither one of those are about cups or emotions. They're about what's fair and what the rules are. So being fair and being impartial. Okay. So somebody is sitting here trying to make sure that they're doing the right thing. And you see how you have the hesitation card here with the one person on one shoulder and the other person on the other. I feel like that's a reflection of this lover's energy. It's like you got your one angel on your one side telling you to do one thing, and then you got your other angel on the other side. It could be a demon angel. I mean, an angel of hell or an angel of heaven, however you want to word it, right? But you're trying to, the thing is that it did not happen. Whatever this was, it did not happen. Somebody did not consider what would be involved in taking some type of or doing something here, because there's no action, there's no wands here. So this is thought process. So we got swords, the lovers, which is air energy, Mercury, which is Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo. All right, so that's earth energy, trying to be practical, looking at things, trying to be practical. And with the Nine of Swords energy in reverse here, it looks as though there could have been something that happened with somebody getting a home or moving into a home or trying to pay their rent or trying to pay their mortgage. What's this Hermit energy in reverse? Somebody might have spent money that they should have used to do something else. Yeah, see, somebody needs some aid. Hmm. I'm getting somebody might need to fill out. Somebody's debating on if they want to renew their lease, or if you want to renew the. If you're a landlord, if you want to renew the lease of the current tenant. Maybe you're like, okay, is this person following rules and regulations? They could be. What you don't know is they could be trying to figure out if that's what they want to do, or if somebody wants to allow somebody to move in with them, or something like that. Hmm. Somebody could be looking at you like this, like, I need help paying my bills. Does this person like I'm getting the energy of somebody looking like, say maybe you know somebody and or you met somebody or whatever, and you two are, maybe cool or whatever, whether it's a relationship or not. It could even be family. Y'all got separate residences, the bills is getting crazy. It's crazy out here, especially trying to make it by yourself. It's crazy out here. So maybe you're considering saying, maybe I want a roommate. Or should I get a roommate? Or should I ask this person what their living situation is and see what's up with them? Should I put something in paper? Should I put something in document? Should I renew my lease here? Or should I go look for someplace that's more affordable? It's like I feel like that's on somebody's mind, your living situation. Um, what's this 4 cups? So with the 4 cups, we have conflict. Okay. Yeah, somebody's definitely not happy with the 4 cups here. They don't feel like this is because fours represent your that represents the fourth house too, which is your emotions, being comfortable, being emotionally comfortable with the 4 of cups. I feel like somebody is not emotionally comfortable because there could be a difference in whatever it is, right? um so maybe this is what you're dealing with right now. Some of you may be considering moving, but should check out the it's interesting, check out the air sign reading. I think we were doing something in reference to somebody moving out as well. um Was it the air sign? I believe it was the air sign reading, but it was also the fire sign reading too. What's this lover's energy? What's this lover's? Gift came out in reverse and right came out in reverse. Somebody don't want to sleep with someone. It's like, okay, if I move in with this person and be a roommate with this person, what if they want to have sex? Like, say you're the type of person like me. I'm the type of person where if I'm gonna be a roommate with you and you're a man and I date men, that's who I date if I'm gonna date. And if I'm gonna be intimate, I'm gonna be intimate with men. Excuse me. So my thing would be like if I was ever to encounter a guy, or a situation where, it was like, okay, well, it might be cheaper for us to combine our residences. Maybe we get a 2 bedroom, 2 bath. I don't know where that's coming from, but somebody that could be a situation that's going on. And maybe you're like, yo, if I move in with this dude, is he gonna try to sleep with me? Because I'm not with the you forgive me, I'm not with the living with someone and sleeping with them and splitting bills with them. I'm just not with that. I'm comfortable paying my own rent. You could live your place, I live in my place. I could take care of my rent, my bills, and things like that. Um, Now, if you want me to move in with you, then, and if you asking me to move in with you, then that means that you're gonna continue paying the bills at your spot. That you asking me to move in with you. Now, I'll be generous and be like, okay, I'll help you out with food and electricity because I'm gonna be eating, right? And I'm gonna be using electricity and water. So I'll help you out with those bills, but you already paying those regardless if I'm there or not. You got your own place. And so if you with somebody who don't got their own place and you feel this way, then maybe you shouldn't even get into it with this person because they not used to paying their own bills. You could be dealing with, there's a lot of dudes who do this. They hop from woman to woman to woman to woman. They in a relationship with this woman, whether they married to her or not. Things ain't working out. He know he don't want to be there, but he probably there because he's saving money. And then what he'll do is he'll go for other women to meet so that he could, try to straddle, you know what I'm saying, where he got 1 foot over here in her house and he's still, living there. So then once he finally done with the old house, he gonna go and hop in and move right in instead of him just going to get his own place. So I feel like for some of y'all, this is what's going on here. There could be somebody who's trying to figure out what they want to do with their living situation. Now with this lover's energy and this Lovers, the decisions. So two cards came out because you got a decision with the hesitation. One shoulder is one and one shoulder is the other. So one shoulder we have the right energy, like, yo, I'm not sleeping with him. And the other shoulder is the gift energy. It's like, okay, that's a curse. The opposite to me of gift is curse. And then we have the right energy. So the right energy talks about ceremony, mystery, and magic. And for some of you, you're not gonna let this basically manipulation. Like, I'm not gonna let this person manipulate me because they come into me with a gift. Like, somebody could be coming to you, um, or you might be a gift to this person. They could be looking at you like that. Like, they could benefit off of you being there. This is what I'm getting. It's something weird like that. Okay. Um, so maybe somebody was looking at you as, oh, okay, this person, maybe I could move in with them. It could be a family member who's looking at you like, oh, I could move in with them, or look at. I just get the gift and the curse. I'm telling you, it's like somebody's trying to figure out, should I do this? Or now that you've done it, there's emotional unhappy. You don't feel safe. You don't feel comfortable. You don't feel like, secure. And what somebody is, okay, so somebody could be crying wolf. Also, what I'm getting with this eight and this hermit energy in reverse, because you've been there before. Like, somebody's done this already, or they made the wrong decisions. They didn't think things through. Somebody's not thinking things through. Somebody's not using their brain. They're not thinking. They just acting when it comes to this situation here. Somebody's not thinking things out. Or maybe that's what they're trying to do, things out. It is air season, so people could be trying to figure out their thoughts. And going into Cancer. Cancer deals with the house, the home. Okay. So somebody maybe is considering buying a home. That's another thing as well. Refinancing mortgage. Yeah, here's Temperance. Temperance been showing up on a regular. Okay, in these last three readings I did. So with Temperance and Homeless here, this is divine intervention coming in. So somebody is like, yo, I don't know how I'm gonna pay my bills. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but divine intervention is gonna come in for you. The thing is that there's just an energy of, maybe you had to have help before, right? Because we got the aid energy here, and you're hesitating asking for somebody. Maybe you got somebody who will look out for you, but you just hate asking. Oop, two cards flew out. I'm gonna take this one, which is the 2 of 1 energy in reverse. Look at, and then the other one was the Hermit. So we already got the Hermit out here. So with the hesitation, yeah, somebody, okay, the 3 of Swords energy here. Somebody is trying to figure something out here. They don't see any other option here, so they could be trying to go within and trying to figure out what they can do for them. Or somebody could be looking for public. Somebody may be considering going and applying for public housing. That came up in the fire sign reading too, I believe. Let's look for aid. So yeah, like I said, if this person that likes to straddle from house to house, instead of doing that, maybe go fill out public assistance, because Hermit deals with public service, right? So maybe you're looking for information in reference to, okay, how can I get some help with my housing? Somebody may be looking for some assistance with their paying their mortgage and or paying their rent. Okay, maybe the rent has increased or something like that, and now you're trying to get some assistance. It could be electricity as well, utilities. All right, and you need some help with that. Yeah, here's the 6 of Swords. Somebody looking to move someplace where they can afford. Maybe where you are, or where this person is who could be coming to you asking you for help. Maybe you are a public servant and you work for organizations that help people with housing or to afford their bills, their household bills, like their utilities and things like that. But yeah, there's conflict here. Somebody's happy here. They're not comfortable here. They don't feel safe. Yeah, here's the 4 of Wands that came out. It could be with family members, okay? Doesn't necessarily have to be. But somebody they're not at peace. Because here we are dealing with the Wands and water, with the 4 of Cups and the 4 of Wands. All right. So that's definitely with emotions and your spirit. Your spirit and your emotions are conflicting at this time. Okay. You're conflicted in reference to that. So it could be about security. Maybe you're not stable there or you don't feel comfortable or safe there. It could be anything. It could be neighbors, anything. Oh, the came out and okay, so I told you about a contract, right? Signing a contract, renewing a lease, refinancing a mortgage, renewing a lease for your tenants. Okay, with the gift energy in reverse and the right energy, I feel like okay, with the right energy, this could be somebody not sleeping there, and maybe it would be a gift for you. It's like okay, maybe I don't have tenants, but at least I don't have the headache of dealing with somebody who's not able to pay their bills, somebody who's not able to do. But maybe you have to pay it now, so maybe you're figuring out with the magician energy how you can manifest what you need. Somebody could be looking up the laws and the rules for Section 8. Maybe somebody's interested in investing in Section 8 housing, like you could be in the real estate market, or you could be somebody who's looking to maybe apply for Section 8, or maybe you're referring a friend to them. Maybe you have a homeboy who's just, he's just in a crazy situation right now, suggesting to him to go to public service and fill out for paperwork for social services, to fill out for Section 8. Maybe somebody's looking to buy a house and maybe they can't afford it. Government assistance is HUD. A lot of people don't like to look at HUD as government assistance because a lot of people look down on government assistance, but that's what HUD is. It's government assistance for buying homes, just like you got government assistance for renting a house, Section 8. Just like you have government assistance for getting food, to SNAP. Just like you have assistance for your utilities. It's all government assistance. So don't let somebody who got a HUD home flex on you like, oh, I got a house, and no, you did that through government. You had a government assistance with that. You had help. Okay, here's the aid. Here it is right here. And with the hermit energy in reverse, don't try to act like. So this could be what this is. This could be somebody who is trying to flex on you because you don't want to buy a house, and they're talking shit to you, but it's just like, yo, I don't want to buy a house right next to my neighbors with the 4 cup energy conflict and the 4 wands. I don't want to live right next to my neighbors. I don't want to live above my neighbors, or I don't want to live right next door where I can't even, if I look out my bathroom window is looking right into their, like, some people are very, they're particular about what they want. Everybody don't want the same thing. So, it's very careful. You got to be very careful judging people in reference to their living situation. Me personally, I don't want a house if I can't have it where I want it, near the water. Okay. I don't care about all these programs that are out here to help you get a house. I don't give a fuck about none of that. If I can't get the house where I want it, I don't want it. I'll rent. And I can go get up and go and do what I want to do. Something. Are you wasting money in a okay, well, that's my money to waste. Don't worry about it. You do you, and I'm gonna do me. Some of us are not meant to just be anchored down, you know. But this is an Earth sign energy reading, so maybe you have placements in your chart, Earth energy, where you don't feel like you don't want to be anchored down as far as your residence. Maybe you want to move from place to place. Okay, maybe it's your job that and your job has you moving from place to place, and now you're considering, okay, well, damn, what do I want to do with this residence? I got this house, but I ain't never there because I'm always traveling for work, and maybe, maybe that has something to do with it as well. Somebody is definitely considering signing a lease or an agreement or something. They're considering and contemplating if they should renew it. What's this divine intervention, though, that's coming in to help out with this tower energy? Okay, where Mars at right now? Let me see where Mars is. Where's Mars? Come on, man. I just had. There we go. So Mars, Chiron, Venus. Mars is in Leo. Mars goes into Virgo June 17th. So we got a lot of movement going on in June. So not only do we have Jupiter going into Cancer in the next couple of days, we have Mercury going into Cancer in a couple of days. We got Jupiter going into, I'm not already said that. We got Mars going into Virgo on the 17th. So Mars is all about your desires, what you really want, and how you go about strategizing, how you get what it is that you want, things like that. So for some of you, what you don't know is with this public assistance or public housing, like some of you are concerned about that. You don't know apply for that. Yeah, because okay, maybe okay. I don't know. Somebody's just wanting to know the rules. What's the rules involved? I've done this before. I feel like there's somebody who wants to rent out, but they're afraid to rent out to Section 8 applicants because they've had issues before. People tore up their house. The cops had to be called. I'm just seeing this in the cards. I'm not saying that all people on Section 8 are like that because they most certainly are not. But there are some people who are dealing with that. Hmm. So Mars is moving into what did I say? Mars is in Leo right now. The Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay, I feel like for some of you, somebody smokes weed, um, and that could be an issue. Maybe you live in a state where weed is legal, and then you live in an apartment complex, and they not fucking with you with that, because they're private property, and they do have a right to say, "Nah, you can't do this." Um, Same thing with HUD property and assistant properties. Like because marijuana is not legal federally, say you live in the state of New York. New York weed is legal. But say you live in Section 8 housing or a HUD, or you apply for a HUD home. Legally you can't smoke weed in there. People are gonna do what they want to do, of course. But I'm just saying, if somebody wanted to press the issue, right? Because you got motherfuckers that want to press the issue. If somebody wanted to press the issue, especially if they're your landlord, they could press the issue about smoking in their private property, even though weed is legal in your state. If they're getting federal funding for the housing that they are renting to you, then they have to follow federal law, meaning that you cannot smoke there. So somebody might need to know that. Um, but there's divine intervention stepping in here. Somebody's getting rejected. So you may have tried to apply for a particular apartment or something like that, and you may have gotten rejected. That's just considered that divine intervention, because I feel like that's a violent neighborhood with this tower energy and this Ace of Wands energy in reverse. Also, somebody may I don't know, there could be somebody who might want you to move in with them, and you're like, I don't know if I want. Yeah, this person has the potential to be violent. They may have some unresolved emotional issues. Okay. And you're sitting here trying to debate on if I should do that. I've had problems before with living with people or living with a dude, and I'm not married to him. I had issues before with that. I don't know if I should do that because somebody might present you with the opportunity to do that. They may say, well, why don't you come stay with me? Or maybe you're considering moving and you happen to meet somebody who has their own home, and you're like, yo, I'm about to move in 3 months. This person is never home. Let me talk to them and see, I don't know. But somebody's definitely moving here. There's an energy of moving on. You may not know it. This person might you could be a landlord, and your tenant could be moving, and they may not be telling you nothing. So they could be implementing rules in place that, if you don't pay your rent by a certain period of time, we're going to automatically come in and inspect the apartment, because people be up and leaving because they be raising the rent. You know what I'm saying? And people can't afford it. So they just dip off and get apply to another place, get accepted there, and then fuck the place that they at. I ain't paying them they full rent. Fuck them. So by the 5th or by the 1st or whatever the date is. And then they'll be like, okay, well, now what's going to happen is if you don't have your rent paid by a certain date, we're going to come in and do an inspection. You're subjected to this, like some type of rules or some shit. Okay. All right, we got the Saturn energy in reverse. Somebody breaking the rules. So somebody's investigating if somebody is breaking the rules, or if this rule is even legal, if they can even uh, pursue this. Because with the Two of Wand energy in reverse, somebody's like, nah, you can't do that, or that's not an option. Okay, with the hesitation card in this Saturn energy in reverse. So somebody could have broken the law, broken the rules. Somebody's wondering if someone would break the rules, and I'm getting the smoking energy again with the Tower energy and the Ace of Wands energy in reverse. It's like somebody's okay with drinking, but somebody's not okay with the smoking. Something like that. So that could be what the problem is with people moving in. It's like, yo, this person smoked too much. I don't want to smoke, or I can't smoke because of what I do. I don't want it in my system. This could be somebody you dating. Maybe it's an issue with this person because they smoke and drink. Maybe somebody picked up a habit once y'all moved in. I don't know, something like this. But somebody could be rejecting somebody like for that. Yo, I don't smoke, so I don't mess with people who smoke, or I don't drink, so I don't mess with people who drink. Something like that. Yeah, Queen of Wand energy in reverse with this. This is somebody who was going to do whatever they want to do. That's the thing. The challenge is somebody's going to do whatever they. It's like this is somebody who's laying out the rules. It's like, yo, I'll put you out if you smoking in here, and this Queen of Wand energy is like, well, the law says I could smoke. It's the state of New York, and so I could smoke. The state of New York says I could smoke. Well, the thing is that if this is Section 8 housing, you can't smoke in there because it's a federal. It got to be federal. Okay. What's this magician energy? So somebody might be reconsidering renewing their lease. Yeah, here's the high priestess energy. They might be keeping it on the low. They're not gonna say nothing. Did I just tell you this? I can't make this shit up. Look, the card is in reverse. All right, the contract card is in reverse, and then the magician came out. So somebody may not renew the lease, and they might just keep it on the low and not say nothing, right? Because with the energy, they're trying to figure out what they want to do. Maybe they want to move in with their partner. I don't know. Somebody, there's an energy. It could be a couple of different storylines here, but there's an energy of somebody moving in, somebody contemplating if they want to do this or not. Um, there could be sex as well. Maybe somebody's like, yo, I don't want to move in with you because I don't want to be obligated to be intimate with you. You know, I'm not gonna feel safe. I'm not gonna feel comfortable. Had a couple of different things going on with yeah. So Jupiter here. So it's about somebody finding good luck and good fortune elsewhere. Moving elsewhere would be best for you. Whoever's going this, doing so. Yeah, 7 of Wand energy in reverse. That way you won't have to defend yourself. So somebody could have been living with somebody, and now this person think, oh well, because you live with me, you got to give me some. Like what? Give you what? Give you what? And we splitting bills. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody Saturn and Libra also deals with, okay, well, how do you relate? What are your rules? What are your boundaries? You know what I'm saying? And maybe your boundaries are, yo, if I'm splitting bills with you, I'm not fucking you. Like we're gonna be roommates, and that's what the fuck we're gonna be. But this doesn't work if you've already had sex with this person. Like this shit's not gonna work. Because especially if you are attracted to this person, and this person could try to take it from you, and maybe you feel scared or nervous that they are going to, or they're going to press you to get it from you, something like that. Or this is about people bringing maybe out somebody staying with you, and they bringing a partner with you, and bringing a partner in, and now they fighting and tearing shit up, and it's a plethora of things going on here. Okay, what's going on, Earth energy? Don't forget to hit the like button. All right, codependent, exactly. So somebody needs somebody, but yet they don't want to follow the rules and regulations that this person is laying down. It's like they're not trying to pick up what this person putting down, but yet they want this person, to help them, or they want to move in with this person, or they want this person to move in with them, something like that. Okay, so it's like if you're codependent on this situation, you gotta have rules. You gotta have mutual rules. And I feel like there was something that was not in writing with the magician energy here in the title card in reverse. Something wasn't put in writing. And so somebody might try to take advantage of that, but somebody's going to try to defend themselves against that. So yeah, there's some bullshit going on here. Overreact. Okay, yeah, so somebody's trying to say, oh, you're overreacting because this is like a bait and switch type of shit. And you're looking at it like, yo, did this motherfucker just try to play me? They try to get me to do A, B, and C. Like you might have taken this person in, trying to be kind to them, but they start beating on you or start getting physically aggressive with you because they want you to do whatever you want to, they want you to do shit how they want you to do it. Like this is a guy being nice to you, and then you say, okay, yeah, you can move in, and then he move him in and he start beating you, and you can't get him out. You got to go to court to get him out because he stayed there too long. That, what is that rule where somebody's a squatter's law or whatever that shit is? I'm getting that. Okay. Yeah, but definitely some fighting going on here with the conflict in the 4 of Wands and the 4 of Cups. You're not at peace with this person in your house, or they not at peace with you. One or the other. Take what resonate. All right. Yeah, we had doubts. So somebody's really thinking this over. Maybe it's because of the things they've been through in the past with living experiences, or with living with other people, whether it's family members, lovers, friends, or maybe you're a landlord tenant and you went through some fucked up shit with your tenant. You know what I mean? Maybe you had a friend, you owned a house and you had a friend and you let them live there and then they shitted on you, and maybe it just left a bad taste in your mouth. And you're like, yo, should I sell this house? For some of you, that could be what you're doing. You could be looking at selling the house. Or again, maybe you're like, yo, I'm not doing Section 8 rentals anymore. Or maybe you're considering doing Section 8 rentals. You just want to know the rules, right? So a couple different scenarios going on here. All right, let's get some more info on this reading. New love, or oh, see, this is somebody you just met. So for some of y'all, this is somebody you just met. Maybe you're contemplating, asking this person to move in with you. Or maybe it's an issue with somebody not going to somebody's house, or why can't I come to your house? Well, why can't I come to your house? Well, why can't I come to your? You know what I mean? It could be that type of thing. And somebody could be in the process of breaking up with someone. Okay. And again, I feel the energy of somebody trying to break up with someone, trying to move from one place to another, but they straddling the fence. But this is somebody you dealing with. So they could be dealing with some type of living situation that's not conducive to what they want. Just don't let them play you for a sucker and move in with them, or let them move in with you until you know what's going on. I can't tell you what to do, but I would ask you to make sure you look at, because you're going to have to accept whatever come with it. Okay, with the acceptance card, you're going to have to accept whatever come with this. Okay, with this new love. Everything happens for a reason. So maybe things didn't work out with this person. Maybe you already went through this and things didn't work out. It could be because there was some information that you had not had. This person could have withheld some info from you, played games which you could have tried to trick you. Okay, or y'all just don't get along. Y'all don't have the same level of comfortability. This could be somebody who maybe you live in a nice neighborhood and this person, I don't know. It's just something that y'all like. It's like a level of comfort. Maybe it's certain areas you're just not going to live in because you just need to be safe. Like, for example, maybe you want to be in a gated community. And maybe the person that you with that's living with you don't want to be in a gated community. They want to stay in the hood because they like being able to go to the corner store. They like being able to go, whatever, and do whatever, because they just like, what happens as far as, where they at. And maybe it ain't safe there. Maybe it's wild there. And so maybe they're rejecting the fact that you want to move, or that y'all want to move, or whatever. Okay. There's so many different scenarios going on. I'm trying to keep up in my head. Trust. It's safe to trust the situation. So again, somebody's contemplating, should I do this or should I not? Because somebody wants to be able to have control over the situation. They don't feel safe. It's like, I don't know you like that yet, is the type of energy I'm getting. Like, I don't mind moving in with you if I get to know you, but I don't know you like that yet. I don't know what you like. You know what I mean? It's too soon. Something is too soon for you to make a decision on. And this is why you're contemplating. Or this is why this person is contemplating. You could be just contemplating going to somebody's house. You just met this person, or letting them come to yours. Maybe you're afraid that, yo, I did this in the past. I let somebody come to my house, and next thing you know, they banging on my door, with bullshit, ready to start shit because I don't want to fuck with them no more. As soon as I decide I want to leave them alone. Here they come acting like they need some help, or they don't act like they don't want to they want to keep doing the same shit over and over again. It's like you've been through this with this person already. It's like you had enough. Like, y'all keep doing the same shit, breakups to make up type of shit, longing. Yeah, this person is missing you. Let's talk. Let's reunite. See how that go? Let's try it again. But look what came out. Burnt bridges, lack of trust, disloyal, turned their back on you. So they done already did you dirty on more than one occasion, or you done already been done dirty by this individual. If it's not this individual, is you. Like I said, I get the energy of a landlord who like, yeah, okay, I let somebody move in before. Or maybe you're somebody who sublets your apartment. A sublet is like, say you're a flight attendant and you're not home a lot, but you got an apartment so that when you are home, you got some place to, and so you still got a house or you got an apartment. But whenever you on flight and everything, y'all stay in hotels and shit. So, maybe you're considering getting a roommate. And hey, because why not? You paying that full ass rent and you're not there, you might as well get somebody to sublease it to, especially if you got a second bedroom or whatever, you can make you know what I'm saying? So maybe you're debating on that and you didn't have luck with it in the past, or this is somebody who's coming back around, or a new person coming back around with this idea. Okay. Or it's a different individual, but it's new because it's a new love. Or for some of y'all, it's recommitment. So it was somebody you were dealing with. All right. Hopefully, I'm not talking in circles. And then we have look at boundaries. This is why I was talking about rules, regulations. Like this person got to respect your rules. It's like this person will walk over you. This is somebody who they coming at you in peace with the temperance energy, right? It's like, no, don't worry with the nine of swords and room. Don't worry, we good. I don't have a place to stay. We good. Do you think you could help me out? And then here you go with the tower energy and the ace of wands here, and maybe you reject this person because you thought about it and you're like, nah, I don't want to deal with the bullshit with it. I don't want the problems with that because you done already dealt with this. Yeah, high roller. This is somebody who got themselves evicted because maybe they spend a lot of money, they take a lot of risks, unnecessary risks. I was going to say in the beginning too, but I'm glad this came out. So now I will say it. There's somebody here who's not paying their bills on time. They find themselves, out. How do you not pay your rent though? Like that should be the first thing you pay. You know what I'm saying? And if you really fucked up like that, if you got a car, as long as your car, what is it, 2010, you could go drive and make money. You know what I'm saying? But you got to pay your rent. You got to, you know what I'm saying? So this is somebody who will gamble their rent money and don't get two fucks. And then will look for somebody to save them with that temperance energy. Save me, save me. Oh no, we good. Yeah, but they are Don Juan. They play games. This isn't, like I said, that person that straddles from one apartment to the next. They could live with somebody that they don't like right now and they just be blowing their money on whatever, just blowing the shit. That's why they don't got money to move out and get their own habits. It's some bullshit, okay? Some straight bullshit. This could be your kid. Okay, they out here doing bullshit. They out here smoking all this weed and doing whatever. They was out living with whoever they was living with. Now they want to come back and live with you, and you're like, I don't know about that, partner. I don't know, especially if it's a boy. You know what I'm saying? You're like, I don't. You got to get out there and make it on your own, bro. I love you, but you got to make it on your own. Your daughters, yeah, you may let them come in, and try to teach them in a different way to be responsible and independent. But yeah, your son, you might be like, nah, bro, you out there. You out there, do what you got to do. So let's see what else comes out, because there's definitely boundaries. Disrespectful, enough is enough, and defend yourself. So this person is who you have to defend yourself with. And look at the conflict. Didn't I tell you? With the conflict, didn't I tell you? With the Ace of Wands and the Tower energy and the Ace of Wands in reverse, violence. Okay, when this person get to drinking, they get the craziness, and they might have got kicked out of their spot where they was at. Okay, and you ain't got to worry about defending yourself. For some of y'all, it's like, yo, okay, this person is moving out. Maybe you like, oh, this person is moving out. Thank God. Maybe you already in this relationship and you took this person back, and you're like, yo, we just don't get along, yo. We just don't get along with this four cup and conflict and four wands. We don't rock like this. Like, we got to do something about this. It could be because this person blows their money. They're a player, right? And they don't respect the rules. They don't pay the bills on time. They don't do none of that. They blow their money because they want to live off of you. So this is what this person really want to do. They want to live. There's some people who are like that, men and women, but I can only speak because I date men. But there's men who I've had in my past who I remember this one dude. Yo, I met him and I jumped in it too soon. You know what I'm saying? Jumped in entirely too soon. We was messing around with each other. We started messing around, and the chemistry was off the hook. So we was literally sleeping with each other every single day for like 2 months. And so we came to the conclusion, like, yo, why don't we just, you got your own place, I got my own place. Why don't we just move in with each other? And we sat down, figured out the bills and the whole nine so that we could have ourselves straight for, for the winter. And then by March, we would evaluate, yo, do we still want to live together? If we do, we'll figure out what we want to do. If we don't, then we'll go our separate ways. That was the game plan. I mean, we literally sat down and pulled up all our bills and everything and figured everything out, how much we would need in the whole nine. So we only needed a year to get everything straight. Soon as this motherfucker move in, it ain't been a whole hot month. He done lost his job. I said, oh, I don't think so. So I moved out a month later. Listen, I'm not with it. I'm not. I've done it. I mean, ugh, I just don't even like thinking about it. So I just pray that I'm able to take care of my own self. So I ain't gotta depend on nobody. Because once you depend on someone to live, they can manipulate you to do whatever they want. If you need a place, you need something from people, they manipulate you. So if you don't need nobody, you could pay for your own shit. You love yourself, so you ain't out here looking for love in all the wrong places. You know how to be by yourself and bring yourself peace. As far as intimacy, you don't gotta sleep with everybody. You can have friends and things like that, but you ain't gotta be sleeping with everybody or be intimate at all. Just have enough self love to understand that and know what to do with your sexual energy. You ain't gonna need nobody for nothing. You People hate that because a lot of people a lot of people are in relationships because they need the motherfucker for money. They tolerate the people they with because they need them for money. And on top of that, they want to flex for y'all to make y'all think, oh, relationship goals and da, da, da. I know for a fact, majority of people that are married ain't happy. I know this, but I'm not promoting it like that. But I know this, and just like the people who live with one another, but yet don't want to get married. Oh, well, we don't need a piece of paper and da, da, da. But you doing everything a husband and wife would do, or are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's that all about? So you got to figure out what's best for you. Figure out what your boundaries are, what your rules and regulations are. Figure that out before you even jump into a situation like that. Because for some of y'all, you had to figure that out while you was in the midst of this situation, and that might have been what the issue was. So you learn from your experiences with Saturn and Libra. All right, that's what I got for you, Earth energy. I wish y'all the best. Be careful of this motherfucker trying to move in. They just moving up. It's a dude who's moving in on a woman because she got her own place. You know, Earth energy women, they take care of their own, they got their own shit. Okay, a lot of them do. Um, Especially the Capricorn women. You know what I'm saying? They'll take care of their man in the whole nine. I know that because I'm a Capricorn moon, but I do that with boundaries now. We got to be at a certain level for me to, to look out for you. But yeah, when I was dumb and in my younger days, oh yeah, move in. Here go the keys. You can use my car. Just drop me off at work and then come get me. You can have a car all day. Like I was dumb like that. I was dumb. So when I be talking to y'all, I be talking from experience. I don't be just okay. I'm not one of them peoples. But listen, that's what I got for you, and I wish you guys the best, Earth energy. And think twice about doing this. That way, you're not subjected to somebody else's bullshit. They ain't got their life together. They gonna just bring that shit into your home, and now you gotta take care of a grown ass motherfucker because what? You just wanted some sex. Like, come on. You could take that motherfucker to a hotel, get your swerve on, and then take your ass back home, and he could go wherever the fuck he gotta go. Or she could go wherever the hell she gotta go. Okay? This is what this hotel is right here. The Four of Wands. Okay, with conflict. It's like, yo, I'm trying to avoid conflict with this Four of Cup conflict and Four of Wands. We're gonna just go to a hotel, and we could do our thing there. And if he can't pay for the hotel, then you really need to consider why you dealing with him. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to bring a dude to your house if you don't want to. I don't bring nobody to my house. I'm celibate right now. But if I met a dude and I was just getting to know him and the energy was just that strong between us, yo, pay for this room. You can't pay for the room. I guess I'll just have to think about you when I've been thinking about you, on and do what I gotta do. But it's certain boundaries I'm just not crossing from living and learning. All right, that's what I got from y'all. I wish y'all the best. Take care.